Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated.
Hey everyone, David here. So today I'm going to be making a trip up to Dallas. So we'll talk a little bit and we'll see how the car does. This is going to be the first huge trip I'm taking in this car. So it'll be about 550, 600 miles total. So we'll see how it does. First off, I wanted to show something and just note something. So you see I went 304 miles. The computer says 24.3 miles per gallon. Okay, and that is a full tank, 14.233 gallons. The computer in this car is pretty inaccurate. So this is one of the things I was talking about. I feel like the WRX runs a little bit hot at high speeds. I think it's because of the gearing, but check this out. Okay, so I just got the cruise set at 90. I've been going 90 for a while. At 212 degrees, that's oil temp. That's pretty high. I mean, look how high it tacks that. And it's cool outside. It's 58 degrees. I was driving with when it was like 100 out or 100 plus, and it was getting up to like 215, 220. I feel like that's a little bit on the high side. I think it can just use a little bit more oil cooling ability. So maybe I'll get an external oil cooler, because I just don't like it. I mean, if it's running that hot in these conditions, if I take it to the track or anything like that, it's gonna be blazing. We're up at 214 going up this hill. It just went back down to 212. So that's pretty hot. The water temp's nice and low, 194. I just discovered something absolutely horrible about this car. This is something that is a complete deal breaker for a lot of people. And it's really insane how a car that's supposed to be a performance car does this. Let me show you. Okay, so I'm cruising 90 miles an hour. Everything's looking good. So I'm like, well, maybe not now since it's moving. So going 90. Just want to shoot the cruise control up a little bit, maybe hit 95, 92. So I go to move the cruise control, and that's as high as it will go. You cannot set the cruise past 90. Move it back down to 98 or 88. Back up. 90 is the max. So that's terrible. How can the cruise only go to 90? Just so everybody knows, I'm not like crazy speeding. I'm just like keeping up with traffic. I'm not flying past everybody. All right, made it to Dallas. All right, I'm here in Dallas. I drove a total of 373 miles. The computer says I got 27.6 miles per gallon. And one thing I like about the WRX is the how big the fuel tank is. You can go quite far on this tank. I think it's a 15.9. Yeah, I was almost out. Getting back to Houston from Dallas. This time I'm just gonna be going the speed limit the whole time. The first time I had to get to a meeting, so I drove, as you know, 90 plus. Basically as fast as I could go and get away with. But this time I'm gonna go as slow as I'm required to, just to kind of see the mileage, and because I don't really have anything. I mean, I want to go get home, but I don't want to drive like a maniac. So one of the things I'm gonna do right now that's gonna be kind of cool is I'm gonna see what mileage this car will get with just strictly speed limit driving. So you can see here I'm driving 55 miles per hour. I've gone 61.7 miles. So far I've gotten at 37.2 miles per gallon. Just gonna kind of see what this car will do with mildly best case scenario. It's open road. The speeds are moderate. I'll probably be at 75 in just a minute here. 223 miles to go till I get to Houston. So we'll see what this car will do with kind of a nice, clean speed limit drive. The gearing's not really such where it really allows you to drive, even with the 6-speed. You can't really drive 90 miles an hour and get good mileage because the car is tacking at whatever it was, nearly $4,000 or so, which is just way too high. Okay, just made it to my destination here in Houston. Just wanted to show you the final stats. So 35.7 miles per gallon indicated, and 283.5 miles. And you can see I still have half a tank left. I was right at 36 for the longest time until, I don't think I got it on camera or anything, but I did a little race with a 370 Nismo on the freeway. It was it like completely destroyed me, like I was standing still, and then I stopped and talked to the dude. And it's supercharged, so obviously it's probably got at least 150, 200 horsepower over this little stage 1 17 WRX, but it's still fun. And that killed my mileage by a little bit. So he said he's gonna put it up, so maybe I'll find that video, and maybe I'll try to do something with the dude from a dig, because then it'll at least be a competitive race for the first 30, 35, 40 miles an hour. I'm gonna fill it up and see where we're at. So that's 8.842 gallons. And I just wanted to give a quick update on the emblems I was sending out. I got everything sent out to date. If you haven't gotten yours yet, you probably will in the next couple days. I'm looking for a few additional items that I'm gonna be ordering. Right now the big problem is it's Chinese New Year, and a lot of the suppliers are in China. So I really can't move forward until that's over, which is gonna be on the 4th of February. They like close down for like 2 weeks. It's pretty crazy. So I'm gonna look for a few different badges. I'm gonna try to get like the glossy WRX in the back and like the glossy side Fender badges. So hopefully I'll be able to get all that for a good price. But thanks for everybody that ordered. I was kind of worried that I was gonna, not be able to sell them and end up losing money, because like I said, I don't have a big profit margin like a lot of people do, so I have to actually sell them in order to make any money. And a lot of them, not just a few.
Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated. Weed is engaged in the pavement. Rubber escort.